Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. I am Carlette. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank y'all so much for sticking by me. I know I only got like 72 subscribers, but I know I'm gonna look back on this someday with a bunch of subscribers, like over 100,000, and I'm gonna be like, wow, I went from 72 to 100,000. So yeah. So if you are watching this video, you've already read the title, you know what this is about, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Today is January 14th, officially, 2022. And when I started making more consistent videos last year, it was around the time that we moved here to Atlanta from LA. So I just wanted to do a quick update because I didn't even realize that I hadn't updated Atlanta. I saw somebody else in one of the actors group that I'm a part of on Facebook, and she posted a video on her Atlanta update. And I was like, okay, well, I need to do that too because I've been here over a year now. So we would have been here a year November, like November 1st, October 31st, somewhere around there. I don't know the exact date. I just know it was the beginning of November. We ordered our furniture in the middle of November, and we got pretty much fully furnished, and it felt like home February of 2021. So let me just hop right into it. Most of my followers are family and friends, so y'all know that I initially moved to LA from Texas, me and my husband, to pursue our careers as actors. But we've been there for 8 years, and I feel like I just scratched my forehead. It don't matter. But so we have been there for 8 years, and we ended up having a baby. So we are now a family of 3. And we want more children. It got a little expensive in LA. It's just a lot. And I'm one of those people that I have learned about myself. And I'm okay. I gotta get my nails done. And I'm okay with now admitting to myself that I don't like clocking in and working for people. I'm actually more comfortable being at home as a wife and as a mom. So just him working in LA wasn't gonna work because the rent was crazy compared to what we researched here in Georgia. Long story short, we are now in Atlanta, and it's been well over a year, like a year and 2 months. So here's the update. Or the comparison of me as an actor being in LA versus Atlanta. So I can say I love Atlanta. I have not really gotten out that much, of course, because we're still low-key in a pandemic. But from what I have experienced, I love it. And I feel like I do not ever want to leave Georgia ever. Like, as far as being like this being my home. I want my children to grow up here, like all of that. Like, I'm not uprooting, this is it. But as far as being an actor, it's a little bit more challenging than what I expected. So when I left Texas to go to LA, a lot of the actors in Texas was like, yes, don't go to LA because it's saturated. It's a lot of people. You're not going to really work. But my husband and myself was like, we still going because Dallas wasn't a business. Like, if you're an actor in Dallas or in like the Texas area, you know that they use the same people over and over to work. So it is kind of hard to get yourself out there. Excuse me. I always burp when I do these videos. But anyway, so it just wasn't working. And it wasn't a place where I could like do side gigs and do other things to make money. You literally have to either be a full-time actor and in that shit in Dallas, or you're working a full-time job and you're trying to do plays here and there, or like driving to Austin to do auditions. Like, it was weird back then. I don't know what it's like now because I have not experienced Dallas as an actor since 2011, 2012. But once we got to LA, it was better. There was more opportunity. I would even just say I started out doing background work, and background work was easy for me. And it was a great way to have money. Like, I could make $300 with overtime doing one background gig. I could do audience work. Like there's different things that you can do out there to make money. So if you are in LA and you are broke, I don't really know what to tell you, because you can at least buy groceries by doing some background work. But that's neither here nor there. I can do a background work video if that's what you want. Just let me know and I can kind of give you the ins and outs on what I know, because I'm not an expert. I just know how I did it. So there's background work out there, and there's different sites. So we got LA Casting, you got Backstage, you got Actors Access, and there's one more I'm missing, Casting Networks. Did I say LA Casting already? What's the other one? Y'all, my husband is on the other side. He's doing some work on his computer. What's the other one? Casting Frontier. So Casting Frontier, LA Casting, and Actors Access were my top casting sites that I used in LA. And I worked, and a lot of the work that I booked, I was not represented. And when I was represented, still a lot of the work that I booked on my own, because I self-submitted on those sites. Well, fast forward, here I am a year in Atlanta, and my success rate is dropped tremendously as far as booking work and work being available. The difference is like it's a give and take. A lot of the work here, though, there is a lot of work to submit for, but a lot of the work is not really made available to those of us who are not represented, because I am now okay. So I just wanted to drop this little clip in because I just watched the video back before I was editing, and I realized I did miss something. One of the main things that I wanted to add to this video is the commercial work out here in Atlanta versus the commercial opportunities in LA is slim to none. Like, I used to be able to at least book 2 to 3, or at least, let me not even say book. I went out for a lot of commercials, whether it was national or non-union, but the payout was usually at minimum or on average 3,500. The buyout, so the buyouts were good, but I ain't probably seen but one of those auditions on Actors Access come through here. I have not seen it. Yeah, if somebody know where I can find these commercial auditions or breakdowns, let me know, because I'm missing the mark. Casting Frontier is not the business out here, so don't waste your money. Casting Networks is not the business out here, so don't waste your money. The only site that's worth paying the money for that I know of is Actors Access. If you are an Atlanta-based actor or somebody in the Southeast region and you know the sites that I should be on, let me know, because I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. All I see, even on Actors Access, for the most part, most of like the good like SAG union type of shows, like where there's principal work, I think for the most part, a lot of it, I do see Tyler Perry stuff all the time, which is awesome. But I don't, like, I see people post all the time about the different things that's filming out here in Atlanta, but I have not seen a lot of those breakdowns on Actors Access for those of us who do not have representation. Like, my husband is represented and he's auditioned for a lot of these amazing projects out here, and I'm like, I haven't seen the breakdowns for those. Like, what's up? Like, come on now. Like, yeah, so that is one of the things that I forgot to mention was all those other sites that I mentioned. Don't waste your money if you're going to be submitting just for this region, because it ain't here. It's not here. Actors Access is the only place where I've had some success, and going on Instagram, researching the casting directors in the area, and just watching their stories, because that's how we booked our print job. Is I was just on one of the casting directors' Instagram and saw that they were casting for a project. So it's going to be a lot of that. Like, go on social media and find these casting sites, casting directors, agencies, whoever. A lot of that is going to be footwork for you, like on you. You got to look for this shit. And get into some acting classes. Like that's what's helped me a lot out here. Is a really dope acting coach, and she has showcases. And honestly, when I started her class, I didn't even notice she did showcases, but I'm just watching the process of the showcase that she has coming up. I'm not a part of the showcase, but I love the way that it's going for those that's in showcase, because she got a lot of great people that's going to be there. So yeah, I just had to drop that in there. Thanks y'all again. Decision to drop my LA agent when I got here because I felt like I needed an agent that was more grounded here in the Southeast region, but I did not know that it was going to be this difficult to get representation. So a year later, I am still not represented. I feel like I could be represented, but I need to be more consistent. So that's on me. As far as networking, the networking is actually better here than what I've experienced in LA. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, that has been like the best part of my journey as an actor here is networking, because I have met and come into a tribe of actors and artists, and I've actually fallen in love with them or something like that. But I'm happy to be a part of a new group of actors and artists and creatives, and we can kind of like bounce ideas off of each other. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But it's just, that's what I love. And you can walk into Walmart and you're gonna see your people. And it doesn't feel like I gotta go outside and go to the grocery store and I gotta be dolled up, because you just never know who you're gonna run into. Out here, it's, I can be human. I can take off the facade and just be just who the fuck I am. Period. And it just doesn't matter. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I missed anything other than the opportunities are not the same. Like, as even with background work, there is a lot of background work here. I forgot to say that. There is a lot of background work here in Atlanta. I've just kind of stepped away from doing background work because as an actor, once you've been in the industry for a while and you've auditioned your ass off and you've done so much to, like, for me, I've been doing this since 2012 is when we moved to LA. That's damn near 10 years. I do not want to get stuck in doing background work, because you can get stuck doing background work because you can make money and you can be comfortable, especially if you are SAG. But then again, in Atlanta, I am a SAG must join part of the union. So in LA, I cannot submit for SAG productions. I cannot audition for SAG productions unless I am SAG. Like, if I book it, I have a certain amount of time before, like, I get a fine by the union because I am not officially a member. I now have the ability to become a member. But here in Atlanta, it's a right to work state. So I can work union or non-union jobs and I'm good. I don't have to pay the fees or the dues to be a part of the union. But I feel like there's still a lot of big opportunity here for me. I am grateful that we decided to come here, but I feel like it's just gonna take a lot more work and me being more consistent with networking and trying to go to these events where I'm seeing these casting directors or like linking up with other content creators where I'm actually putting some work out. So there's that. And I have done some stuff, some kind of content. We just gotta wait for it to come. We gotta wait for it to move forward. We booked a, not necessarily a commercial, but we did book a print job out here within this year, and we have both booked a feature film day role, and that I cannot speak about because we're under contract. So with that being said, within 1 year being able to book those things and we still get good auditions, I'm not discouraged, but there is a difference. The work ethic has to be a little bit different with LA versus Atlanta. So yeah, I think that all made sense. I'm not really sure. The next journey for us is I want to like start looking for a house because apartment living is just not it no more with a toddler. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If I missed anything, if there's any holes or you want to know something else, just drop a comment, go on my IG, DM me, whatever it is. I just want to communicate. I want to interact with you. Yeah, so bye. Thanks for watching. I ain't trying to be too long.